Hey Railbirds, here we are at the 2023 WPA World Artistic Pool Championships. We are down to semifinal action now. Wayne the Q Coach Parker versus Will Billie Joe DeYonker. We are coming at you live from the Boys and Girls Club of the Great Lakes Bay region here in Bay City, Michigan. And I would like to give a special thank you to our sponsors. Without these sponsors, this event, it just does not happen. So thank you very much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. So I mentioned the players real quick. Let's have a quick look at our tournament bracket, how the players got here. So we are doing the semifinal. It's on the right-hand side of the screen there, Parker versus DeYonker. Our next semifinal is going to be Kohler versus Markle. So, yeah, Parker beat Gaston Tomadoni and Jason Lynch to get here. Will DeYonker beat Tim Chin and Dan Hoser to get here. I am being joined by Mark White, and Tom Rossman will be sitting in just a minute also. So, hey, how you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good. I've just had a nice little 30-minute workout in between matches and a nice shower, and I'm ready to go. And talking of workouts, it was very, very strange to watch Wayne warming up just now. Normally you see players trying the different shots that they're going to be actually playing during the match, but he had a couple of racks of 8-ball, which was, well, certainly a first for me. Have you seen that before, Kevin?
That is most unusual. I've never seen someone just shoot a rack of 8-ball while warming up for a trick shot tournament.
Strange, isn't it? Anyway, we are going to have a new name on the trophy this year from the last 2 years. The defending champion is out, and so is last year's other finalist, Tim Chin. He's also gone. And that man on the right there, looking very, very suave and sophisticated with his red tie on, he's going to, well, he's had a 5-year hiatus from artistic pool. And he's decided to come back, tried his hand at rotation, and thought he'd have another go at winning another world title, Will DeYonker.
All right, who's up first? Is it going to be Wayne or Will? Looks like Will is up first. And I am being joined by Tom Rossman, so I will turn the mic over to Tom and Mark.
Hello, Mark. How are you doing today, buddy?
Doctor, how are you?
Pretty good. Use 2 Qs. Call me in the morning. It's great. Good to be back, Mark. And we're going to have, by the way, Mark is a comedian, so you're going to hear a lot of jokes from him. My jokes are not funny. Mark's are good ones, okay? So just enjoy the commentary. Okay, let's
Did you say chameleon or comedian?
Chameleon. It's a spots change, okay? Okay, we're going to get started with this first shot. Now, what they're doing is they're in the match place playoff situation. We have one person picks a shot from the program out of 120 shots. They pick the shots, and I think they do it in a format from discipline to discipline. But yeah, this is a trick and fancy shot. So, and he'll get his 3 attempts, and he'll mark the score. For an example, if this is whatever the degree of difficulty is of this shot, he'll get that full value if he makes it on the first attempt, and on the second attempt he'll get 1 point less, and on the third attempt 2 points less. And if he doesn't make it, of course, there's 0 points. And then at the end of the match, after 10 shots, I believe it is each, here, look at the shot. It's going around the table, coming down. If he hits that ball, it falls off like a domino.
Perfect stuff.
Oh, he just missed it. This, by the way, this particular shot was, I had 3 favorite shots, and this was my favorite shot I used years ago when I was competing. The cue ball, you hit those 2 balls, they separate. But what's neat is watch the cue ball. Oh, look at, he nudged it. He hit the 3.
How has that not gone? Just sort of glancing blow, wasn't it?
Well, I'm going to explain that, Mark, why it didn't go. It's because the 8 didn't go in the pocket. That's the only reason, okay? So, this game you got to sometimes put him in. And you're right, though. He hit it, but what happens is on this shot, if the 3 isn't exactly up against that 8 ball, that can happen to where it might not go in. Let's see watch the cue ball. Did you see a sneak in front of the 2 ball? Let's see if that's better. Watch it.
Just.
Watch it. He made it. Oh, he did.
Identical.
He did the same thing.
Was that a replay we just watched? Is Kevin playing a replay, or was that another shot?
Yeah, what was that you played a replay? No, I think it was attempt number 2, Mark.
That was one of my jokes, Tom.
Oh, well, can you do that show?
But it was a replay.
Here, look, watch it. Watch
but it was a replay.
Oh, the 8 moved. Did you
the black
see
actually moved.
Well, watch this. I bet you it moves in the pocket this time. What do you think?
Well, if it doesn't, be extremely unlucky.
Yeah, that's right. I bet you if it was a little shorter table, it would go in because the ball wouldn't have to travel as far. Look at this.
What, you mean 8 foot instead of 9?
Yeah, sure. Watch. Oh, it's too short. It's too short. He missed the shot.
It's too short again, even shorter. That was the furthest away.
We call that short.
So close.
When the ball comes
you got so close, Tom.
Well,
twice.
I know. Well, yeah, it was in the. Listen. I used to shoot this. I was so close. I was within the room. If I was within 6 feet, that's close for me. So, but it was close, Mark. You're right. And that shot it's rare because this is a shot that should be made by these guys. Listen, there's tension because they both want to win this world title. Like you mentioned.
Well, I've got a theory, Tom.
What is the theory?
I've got a theory.
Yeah, let me.
This guy now on your screens, Wayne, was practicing racks of 8-ball before he came to play this final. Now then, can he make the 8-ball here? That could be his ploy, you know.
Boy, now that's some deep thought process there, I'll tell you. I've been the mental coach for 30 years, and I don't know if I have an answer for that. It's probably something between the left and the right brain, something like that. But what he did, Mark,
I'm a lefty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have an advantage. What's neat about that is he was shooting those balls just in. He wanted to hear the ball drop. He wanted to see the ball roll. And he knows the trick. He knows the tricks, the artistic, but he wanted to get his brain conditioned to hearing stuff drop. And there are players who practice that way, so that's why he did it. Instead of shooting a bunch of trick shots in practice and missing once in a while, he was making balls, and that's all that mattered.
So yeah, it gets the arm going, doesn't it? As well,
yeah.
Gets the stroke, the memory, the muscle memory.
That's right. That's exactly right. By the way, he is so focused. I've watched Wayne now for 5 years. One of the most focused players you can get. He wants to win.
Here we go.
Watch the cue ball. Oh no, that's rare. I think there's a little tension in the room now on the table, but they said they'll iron it out. They'll smooth it out. They'll take a few deep breaths and they'll come out of it.
He got the DDK, the dreaded double kiss.
Ooh, that's a good acronym. I like it. Yep. You make a small adjustment. Hit the first ball a little thinner. It might be. Oh, look at it lengthened out.
This time.
Oh no.
Wow, he nearly didn't need the 3 ball. He nearly made the 8 ball on its own.
Yeah. What happens is I've seen this made where you hit the 8. The 8 falls on top of the cue ball and it goes in anyway, and that counts. Look at this. Watch this.
It does?
Watch. Yeah, if
that would have double kissed it there.
Yeah, he could have gone. What it does, it double hits and it stays on the rail and goes in the pocket anyway. That's a real trick shot.
So final attempt. Chance to jump into the lead, and he will be choosing the next shot as well.
Yes.
So it's always good to win one against the serve, so to speak.
Well,
Tom.
you got that right. Yeah, I'm still hoping for that one of these days. You know what, Mark? It's interesting. These players are playing. People have asked me. Well, I haven't played since 2011 in the artistic arena. I'm more on 3 cushion now, but every shot they're shooting, I am shooting it with them. That's short. Look at boy, they're really forcing. Yeah. This is an analytical
Caught the
thing.
Wrong rail.
Well, what they're doing is, Mark. This is what they call the paralysis of analysis, trying too hard mode. And they're trying to make them because they want to get the edge. And when you know Mark as well as me, when you push hard, it doesn't work. You got to get the zone going.
Yeah, hi to Angie. The chat filling up now. Really good to see all you guys in the chat, talking amongst each other and sending us great positive messages. Thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying the coverage on Railbirds TV. I wonder what Wayne's going to come up with. The Q coach. We got the Q doctor in the booth. We got the Q coach in the chair.
Yeah. Wayne and I share a lot of time together. You know, he's part of our GTS rack team, and we competed on the first ever black ball team from the USA in Morocco and in South Africa. And the first year we played black ball, we'd never done it. We didn't even know the rules. We went down.
No, he can't use that ball. Tom, don't let him use that ball.
Which ball?
That's really confusing. He's playing the 3-2-1, 1-2-3, and he's not playing with the right balls.
Well, you know what? You're just going to have to accept it, okay? I mean, because this is how he practices. He's practiced it this way for 2 years now.
So this is the 5-4-1 shot then. Oh my God, I'm having my OCDs kicking in here, Tom.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I knew that was going to affect you. Oh man, I can't take it. That's funny. Yeah. Can you imagine if you had to divide it by 3? I mean, it'd be terrible.
My DCA is kicking in.
That's funny, Mark. Here we go. So he's going to go, what's he doing? He's going to go 1, 4, is that a 4? 1, 4, 5, but he's going to make it 5, 4, 1. Oh, he missed that.
Wow.
Well, it's either 5's too big. If he'd used a smaller ball, he'd have made that.
Yeah, he should have used the 3.
Yeah, it's smaller.
Serves him right.
You need to use a smaller ball on that third ball because these big balls don't go in. I'll let you explain that joke, Mark, because I have always failed at that one. It is pretty funny.
Yeah, it wasn't
they're pushing
fast enough.
They're really pushing. You know, Mark, this may be the first time in the history of artistic pool where we have a tie score at the end. It's tied right now. They're a little nervous.
Yeah, and rightly so. This is for placing the final.
Oh, man. That's exactly right. Oh, I can't believe
again.
I can't believe he listen, I've watched him shoot that 50 times. He's never missed it. So they are definitely. Now, William, I hope he uses the 3-2-1 because I got confused myself on that. That was really confusing.
Yeah, he's searching for the 1, 2, and 3.
Look at
Good
here.
Man.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Will, you've saved me. You've saved me.
Me too. I was about ready to give it up. That's great.
I was going to close my laptop, turn my mic off, and go to the bed.
Oh, wait. We still have a problem. No, we don't. See, now I'm still confused. He's going to shoot the 3-2-1 and make it 1-2-3. I got it.
That's correct. Yeah.
Thank you. How'd he hit it?
This is it.
There it is. Yeah. Well, I'm sure glad, Mark, you told him which balls to use because it would have been brutal. Thank you for your advice.
I know this sounds strange, but I think Wayne, I think you got more chance of making it with the 1, 2, and 3 balls. It's one of the shots that you really should use those balls.
That's exactly right, because the brain connects with that order. You know, there's an order to it. Of course, the only problem, we have one small problem with this shot. They're not using a cue ball, so every shot's really illegal. That's a real issue, you know. Of course, we don't have illegal stuff in artistic except a ball off the table. That's really about our only thing that we can't do. We can't knock a ball off the table.
What's Will going to choose?
Yeah.
Oh, the circular draw. Look at this.
How do you like that one? This is Mike Massey's.
I saw Florian do it earlier.
Yeah, this is a Mike shot. Mike Massey was one of the pioneers of doing this. Never missed it. You want to hear a funny story? I got a good one for you, Mark.
Of course. I hope it's funny.
This is a good one. Mike and I are in Willingen, Germany. We're in Willingen, Germany at the 2002 World Championship for the WPA. And Mike, we're in the practice room, and Mike is making this shot 100% of the time, and I am missing it 100% of the time. This is not a high shot for me. I looked at Mike and I says, I'm going to quit because I'm due to make it. And I said, Mike, you better quit because you're due to miss it. And he kept making it, and we got to the arena. He missed it 3 times. I made it on the first attempt. It was so funny. I said, you were due. You didn't know when to stop. It's a funny story. Did we lose Mark over that one? He must have fell over from laughter. Okay, let's explain the shot to him. You can see, you saw the diagram, but basically he's hitting the first ball at a small angle to the corner pocket. The one ball here, in this case the yellow ball in the diagram, is going at a small angle. The cue ball deflects, caroms back to the left into the long rail ahead of the red ball. It comes off, and the draw is so immense on the cue ball that it still has it on. When it comes off the rail, then it draws back into the other part of past the side and makes the 9 ball in the corner. So it's called a circular draw. It actually makes a circle back past that ball by the side and makes the ball in the corner. High skill shot, very high skill.
Is there any side spin on this as well? Apart
Very,
from draw?
very,
Is there
very
no left?
Yeah, no, very little. You see, what the problem is, you put left, you lose the draw. What they're doing, Mark,
Not enough.
for those that are watching it, what happens is a cue ball, if you look at a cue ball with 12 o'clock is high and 6 is dead low, that's draw, and dead right is 3 and dead left is 9. Well, what happens is if you put dead low, you get maximum draw, which on this shot you have to have. But you still have to have a little bit of side. We're talking maybe hitting it, instead of at 6, hitting it at 529 or something. If you put too much side, you lose the draw and it never gets back to the 9 ball. So you've got to keep the draw on it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think you'll make the shot.
Second attempt.
I think that's the 3rd attempt. That was the 3rd attempt.
Wow.
That was the third. That was it.
Missed the one.
Yeah, that was. I believe that was the 3rd attempt. Is what that was. Oh, he missed the one. It didn't count. That's right.
He missed the one.
Well, why did you do that?
Come on, Will.
I know why he missed it. Because, see, this is interesting. This shot normally you can get it. Yeah, watch it. He just overcut it. Yeah, you overcut it. See, it's like you make that in a game of 9 ball, but you overcut it in this to get the spin. Look at this. Doesn't count.
Well, he's proved the saying wrong. Where there's a will, there's a way. There isn't.
That was a darn good.
He missed it 3 times.
Yeah, that was a really good remark there. Where there's a will, there's a way. And you knew his name was Will, right?
Yeah, he's a fellow lefty.
I got it. What do you think, Mark? You think he said he's to get on the scoreboard here?
Yeah, it's a tough shot. It wasn't his pick. I don't know how keen he is on this shot.
Yeah, I don't know. He makes it very seldom. But here's what I always tried to remember, Mark, when I was in competition, like on ESPN and places. I always, in the beginning, shot almost ducks, easy shots, so I could get on the scoreboard to get something moving, the momentum going. And then I started to filter in the hard shots. If you make all the shots and you just keep making them 6, 7 point shots, you're going to get points, and all of a sudden you can filter in a tougher one then.
Yeah, that's a good strategy.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Oh, look at that. No, he missed the one.
He got the draw and missed the one as well.
They're missing the one. This is rare because he's a straight shooter. Trying a little too hard. The left brain's getting in the way. He's not letting the end of the zone go. Oh, he's really off. Yeah, he's going to pull.
Yeah, I honestly think in this case, and this is a rotation shot, really, isn't it?
Yes.
You could come across this in rotation, and so important to. So your pre-shot routine here is you're getting on the line to make the ball.
That's
you know where you need to strike the cue ball, and then you just have to make sure on making the ball. The cue ball's going to do what you've told it to do anyway by choosing the position on the cue ball. Just make the ball here.
That's it. Just make the ball. It's absolutely, because if you don't make it, you can forget it.
Yeah, I've seen Buddy Hall shoot this shot in the game of 9-ball on ESPN.
Yeah.
That force draw off the rail to play position on another ball.
You know, there's another thing. That's a good point. You know, there's another thing that's critical for anybody who wants to get involved in this type of artistic pool stuff. When you practice, whatever you practice with, because you're shooting some of these shots in practice 100 times, whatever you practice with, do not change the balls to a different ball. The mind picks up something that it's not used to practicing. So if you're going to use, in this case, the ball on the rail there in the 11 and 3, then when you practice for 2 hours, then in the competition you use those balls. But when you change it, your brain picks up 1/4 of a percentage point of something it's never seen before, and it has more of a chance of making a mistake and missing it. So if you're practicing these shots, you want to always use the same balls for your setups, and then memorize. That'll be memorized, and then that's all you ever use.
Steve Davis, the great Steve Davis, always said he practices like it's a match, so then when it comes to the match, it's just like practice. And
That's
he
right.
would even, if he knew he was playing at 10:30 in the morning, he would practice at 10:30 in the morning.
That's correct.
He would take a glass of water with him. He would take his sip of water.
Yep, you got
when
it.
he left the chair, he would do everything repetitively. And it's that muscle memory and keeping everything familiar, which stands up in the pressure times.
That's right. You know, like for an example, players play in high humidity and they play in real dry conditions. So if you're going to go to a tournament with high humidity and you're living in a dry condition, put a whole bunch of humidity in the air and practice that way. Use the same cue ball they're using at the event. Find out. Now you go there.
I thought he was going to say high heels, practicing high heels for a minute, Tom. I thought, what is he on about?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so close, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's just really forcing things. I can tell it's not Wayne. I've watched him for so long. He's trying too hard, and you can't stop it because you want to get on the wire. But see, here's what I would do. Here would be the strategy I would recommend. There's no points up. Will's points are not where they should be. I would start shooting some 6-level shots and get points on the board and make 3 or 4 of them in a row. Now you're in the momentum of the brain seeing balls drop. Now, the brain's not connecting with anything working right now. You got to change that mind game. This is a mind game right now we're dealing with here, everyone. And Wayne is one of the focused coaches. He's a coach of the game, and he knows it, but it's hard when you're in the heat of battle to kind of get out of it. The brain says, what's going on?
Never was the saying more true than, you never really settle until you see some points on your scoreboard.
Oh, no. I mean, can you imagine?
The longer it goes on, the more difficult it is.
Are you kidding me? Can you imagine you go 4 or 5 shots and you still see zeros? You're thinking, am I going to score? And it's, it's really counterproductive. You got to get points up there. I'd do a bunch of 6s and 7s right now and just score points. See? It's just forcing everything. Yeah. Also, I talked to Wayne before the match, and he's got, he's probably got 1,000 people watching in South Africa, or they do other things, and he keeps them posted, and he's trying to perform for the fans back home as well as here, and it's not easy when your fans say, "Oh, we know how you play," and it's a little extra pressure, So it's tough.
Yeah, I don't want to sound harsh, but I think to practice racks of 8-ball when you're about to play shots that are nothing like 8-ball, I just don't get that. I honestly don't get it. It's like practicing, drive shots when when you need to work on your putting, for example. It's just
You're
I
spot.
don't get
yeah.
it.
You're spot on, Mark. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen him do that before. I think that might have been an error. You've got to see a few shots. Do some 6s and 7s in practice. At least start make the artistic shots. That's what it is. Now, if he's going to pick another 10 later, you got to pick a 6 or 7 and get some points up to it. Look at this. See there?
And Will feeding off it. He's feeding off it, isn't he?
Oh,
He's just going to get stronger.
See, here's the problem, Mark, in strategy. If you pick a 10 and you don't make the 10, you're going to be down 10 more points. It's a 20-point swing is what it is. It's brutal. It's just brutal.
I mean, what a sweet shot that is.
Isn't it pretty?
Just perfection.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I got a great story for you, Mark. Another one. I'm in competition one time, and I played in the world champ, all this kind of stuff, and we, in the draw category, I had 3 points one time out of 40 possible. So I was having it was a world record for the lowest points ever scored. In the follow, I score a perfect score of 40. 2 disciplines later, or 3 disciplines, I'm in the jump, I get 5 points out of 40, lowest in history, and I perfect the masse with 40. They always ask me, is Dr. Q going to show up today, or is Tom Rossman going to show up? The bottom line is it's not about me, but the problem is who's going to show up? Is the guy who's going to show up that's making them or missing? And I didn't know myself. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Well, this is a famous Efren Reyes shot. He's actually played it.
Yeah, he'll make this.
In an exhibition match.
Yes, exactly right.
And he used the 10 ball, and I like the fact that he's using the 10 ball as well.
Because of the line, yeah.
Nice little touch that he's using the 10 ball.
Yeah. Well, he does. By the way, he tried. He left artistic pool, as you mentioned. I think it was 5 years you mentioned, and he went to play the games with the pros. He wanted to give it a shot. He was playing 8-ball, 9-ball, and I think he played 10-ball tournaments. And I don't know how that worked out exactly, but I do know. Maybe you do. Mark, did you ever follow that? How he was doing in those?
I saw him in Michigan at the Kellogg Arena actually once. He was doing an exhibition there of these trick shots, and I believe he went in the tournament as well, the 10 ball. But yeah, he'd only just started, I think.
Okay, yeah, he was.
He's caught that a little bit thick.
First one was thin, almost. I think he missed it. Second one, too thick. Guess what you do now?
Go right in the middle.
Go right in the middle. And he knows that. He's just got to have that. This is such a pure little hit, just a pure little punch hit. Just punch it with accuracy. Special technique for this. Right in the middle. Oh, no, see?
No, he's missed it altogether.
Oh, he made it. Did you see him make that shot? Did you see?
Shot.
Yeah, it was a carom off the cue.
Hang on a minute, Tom. I'm going to take issue with this because you did tell me earlier on that the only foul you can make in artistic pool is by knocking the ball off the table. But I suppose he did, didn't he, in a way? He knocked the 10 ball off the table with his cue.
Well, now you've got me stumped. I thought I had this figured out. I don't know. I don't know the answer to your question. You finally have stumped the doctor. So, okay, Mark, I'll requiesce on this a little bit.
Come on.
No ball off the table, and you're not allowed to whack a ball with your cue stick. Okay.
Okie dokie.
That solves that issue.
Wayne Parker really needs this. 20 points down. This will get him right back in it. He's a chance. The window is open.
That's right. It's wide open. Yep. He's visualizing. He's sticking it in his brain. The image, the photo, this is the production of the movie. And now he's going to release it to the public. Here it comes. he uses 2 rails on this shot, by the way. I've watched him make this most of the time using 2 rails. Most players just come straight back. Boy, he needs these points bad. This is going to be, what, 9? I believe it's 9. This is a 10-point shot.
He's only going 1 round this time, surely.
Oh, watch.
Yeah.
Well, look at.
No, he has gone.
Oh!
He's made it.
He made it. Oh, a sigh of relief. Can you feel the tension just leaving his body? That was great. He's back in the match.
Yeah, I could see from the aim that there was no way he was going 2 rails with this.
He moved a little closer there, too. It almost had to go in if it had to hit the cue ball there. Great shot. Well, back in it. 20 to 9. Okay, let's see what happens now.
What's he going to pick?
I
love this one.
I predict it'll be one
The
of the
ribbon
100
shot.
shots. Oh, this is this is our Fouette, right? Is it the spacing? Does everybody know what Fouette means? Anybody? It's a trivia question. Anybody know what Fouette means? Okay, I'll give
Got
you
my
the
hand up, Tom. You can't see it.
Okay, okay, Mr. White, can you explain what it means?
It means whip.
You mean like crack the whip?
Crack the whip.
I love it. Do you know why?
Flicker the wrist.
And it sounds like a what when you hit it?
Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away.
That's a new hit song by Mark White. That's it. Whip. I'm telling you what, we could take this act on the road.
We should do, I think, Tom.
I'm ready anytime, Mark. Just let me know. I'll fly in to meet you.
I was going to say the same thing. We don't want to meet in midair.
Oh, you didn't have to say that. Jeez. I was doing fine till you said that. Yeah, I'll take a shot at it, okay? Yeah, I'd love to do something with you hands-on sometime face-to-face. It'd be great because I can really let you know how much I appreciate you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, well, that can have many meanings.
Well, you know, Tom, it's been my ambition since I was a 7-year-old kid when I used to commentate on the old black and white snooker. Pot Black used to be on once a week in England.
Yeah.
Used to watch the stars, and I used to drive my parents crazy by commentating on the games and saying all the right shots apparently. And I said to my dad and my mum, I said, one day I'm going to be doing this for a living.
Wow, that's cool. And are you doing
it?
Are you doing it for?
No, well, I'm doing it, but I'm not getting paid for it.
Yeah, that's what I
figured.
figured. Yeah, you're a paid professional. I got it.
Well, I also told all my friends at school that when I grew up I was going to be a stand-up comedian, and they all laughed at me. Well, they're not laughing now.
They're not laughing now? I'm telling you what, this should be written down in the script. By the way, let me tell you about comedy. Now, Mark, you can think about what I'm going to do. Let me explain the shot first, okay? This is a 2 millimeter. It's a Fouette shot, they call it. He's going to hit the 3 with a legal stroke. This is one of the more difficult shots, as stroke shots. He's going to hit that 3, go in the corner. The cue ball's going to, it's like the crack of the whip. It whips back to the end rail, goes to the side rail, and he hits this rack up here and makes his 6 ball. He cannot move the 1 ball. Oh, nope, didn't get low enough. He's done that twice so far. He miscued on one other shot. Remember where the cue ball went around on the follow? He miscued on his last attempt. Yeah, he's got to get his equipment in line here. Sometimes the equipment doesn't pay attention. You know, you have to kind of beat it into submission almost. But
I think Afterthought was the shot that he miscued on from memory.
Yeah. Yeah, well, listen, the Fouette will make you think about it. That's, again, an issue. You just absolutely have to trust you're going to hit it just like you do in practice, you know. I was telling you a story and I forgot the story. It was going to be great. Man, that's terrible. Oh, I know what it. No, I'll think about it. Here it is.
Attempt number 2.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Wayne. This will get him level.
Yeah, watch
Right
it.
back in
Watch
it
it
for sure. It's
Watch
a good
this.
effort.
Hit
It's
it.
a good
That-
effort.
hit
It's
it.
a good effort.
Boom. That's it. That's the shot. Yay! And the crowd goes wild. I love it. Hey, look at here what he's got. Look what he's got here now. Need to get
He's
this.
just 4 behind now.
Yeah, we need to get his Wayne score of over there for the people here. He's got 16. Wayne does. He's going to change it now.
Just caught the very edge of the triangle.
Yeah, isn't that pretty? It doesn't take much because what they're doing, Mark, is they're putting that ball right on the lip. So you just gently touch it, it's going to fall in. He's got that so deep, it has to fall in. See him move it back a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got the
that's-
other edge of the triangle
Yeah.
against the rail
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's giving him full opportunity,
Yeah.
widening the gap.
Little techniques like that. They've got all those little tricks figured out, where to place it. Okay, so here's Wayne. Now he shoots these shots really well. Almost at will. I learned that from a guy a little while back who was doing commentary with me. What are you shaking your head for? I got a guy on my left here. You might know him. His name is Jason Lynch, and he can't have a mic because, I mean, I lose my job. But Jason is the gentleman that pretty much put this tournament together when it looked like we weren't going to have a world championship for 2023. And he put it together and got all the sponsors. It's phenomenal. And got the Boys and Girls Club. We're at the beautiful Boys and Girls Club in Bay City, Michigan. And we got 5 diamond tables supplied by Statewide Billiards. I mean, they've really opened up their hearts to it. And of course, Jason's a native here, and he has really been blessed with what he's doing. Nope, not hard enough. It's going to spin, but not enough.
Wow,
Whip.
it had plenty of speed.
Yeah.
Spin, didn't it?
Well, yeah, he didn't have the whip. He didn't get the crack of the whip. Did you notice that whip kind of
His
fizzled
whip
out?
went away. Tom, his whip went away. Whip went away. Whip went away.
Jason, I got a real issue on the commentary. This guy's doing jokes. He's pretty funny. He's funnier than you.
That's impossible.
He says, "That's it, Mark. You lost your job." Jason said it's impossible for you to be funnier than him.
Is that Mark White?
Yeah, Mark
White?
Mark Wayne. Yeah, White.
Oh,
No, oh, he just.
you can't understand him with his accent.
He says you can't understand.
I can
it.
hear everything he's saying, by the way. He's got such a big mouth, he doesn't need a microphone.
That was funny.
Come on, be serious. This is a semi-final.
That's right. Let's go. Nope, it's going to spin again. There's not enough whip here. You got to get more whip on this ball. Come on, Wayne. Let's go.
Come on, Will. You need some whip.
Yeah. You gotta snap. Now what? You know how you get that? Everybody's watching. You accelerate your wrist a little faster on the shot. You got to get a little bit of arm out of it and use more wrist with an accelerated stroke. You got to really bring that wrist through with a snap. That creates the whip action. Just like if you had a whip and you were cracking it like a lasso type thing, you can't do a whip with arm. It has to be in the wrist motion, like flipping a coin across water. You get more reps if you use wrist action. Same physics. That Newton guy, remember? Here we go.
Skimming.
It's skimming.
Skimming
Watch
stones.
this. Watch this whip this time. That's better. That's better. You hear the whip? Yeah. He was talking to us. Can you? Is that legal to talk to him? Yeah.
Well, will he or won't he? He did. Willie did it.
I think that was the third attempt.
Third try.
Yep. You know, he's got a new nickname here. Do you know, Billy Joe? I didn't know it until this event. He used to be called the Gentleman, and he is Billy Joe now. Watch it. Look at this. See the spin and the draw and the whip. You couldn't
beautiful.
hear the cue, but it was whipping just like shooting. ducks in the pond with a whip. Awesome. That was a great shot, Will. Beautiful.
Thumbs up from Will. Thumbs up from us as well.
Yep.
Great shot for slow
Yeah.
mo.
Ought to get one of those. You know what would be really neat on the screen if we could get 2 big thumbs up right in the middle of the pool table. Wouldn't that be great when they make a great shot? That'd be great.
Have a word with Kevin.
Yeah. We'll work that out. He's working on it now. He's thinking. He's thinking about adding the thumbs up in the corners of the table. He's got the little railbirds guy down. See the guy down here in the corner? In the microphone?
That's cute, that little animal. Looks like a gremlin. Do you remember the gremlins?
I remember it does look like a gremlin. I'm thinking he could put a thumbs up and it would come flying up to the screen.
It's an owl, not a gremlin.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Oh, is
now.
it?
It's an owl.
Well, either way my joke's going to work, because owls are night animals, of course. And I was going to say, if it's a gremlin, don't feed it because it's after midnight here, and don't get it wet.
All right, Mark, what's the shot? Come on, buddy. Get serious.
Oh yes, the Derby horse race. So play the one ball slower towards, jump over it, make the stacking ball, and then the one ball follows it.
That makes it 10.
And makes the 10.
But you got to be fast on this. As soon as you hit that one at the right speed, you got to jump real fast. Look at that. Oh, he did it. He did it. Did you see
you
it?
got it perfect.
It's okay. Perfect. Look at there. Look at him. See his hands?
Yeah.
That's how Will works.
Because Brian Pauly was explaining earlier on, they were having trouble making it because they were hitting the stacking ball full on, and it wasn't getting, the cue ball wasn't getting out of the way.
That's correct.
But he caught
Look
the
at
angle
this.
of it perfectly.
That
Look
was,
at that,
it was-
opened up.
that was beautiful. And he made the cue ball, which does not count against you. You can do that. And it was a beautiful shot. That basically is the perfect tutorial for this shot right there. Look at him put his hands up. Any got any questions? By the way, Mark, I figured out what I was going to tell you about an hour ago. You were talking about the jokes, and how funny you are. And for 30 years,
I wasn't.
you-
Don't make me sound like I was saying I'm funny. It was you saying I'm funny, Tom, not me.
I'll finish my story now. So
People think I'm arrogant.
So here, get this. Did all these shows for 30 years with Miss Q. That's my wife. Dr. Q, Miss Q. It's MSCUE, Miss Q. So Miss Q, she's a caregiver now, so I'm doing it on the road pretty much my own. But I did these jokes in the college market that were not funny, and people actually laughed. Now that is a true comedian, when you can get people to laugh at jokes that aren't funny, and I did it for 30 years. It was awesome. It was a gift. God gave me a special gift for that. So it's pretty neat. That's a professional comedian right there. And they actually paid me for it, Mark, which really was exciting,
Then it doesn't matter if they laugh or not, does it? The laugh's on them, the joke's on them.
Yeah, it makes no difference, that's for sure. So here we go. My dad started laughing. He lived to be 100 years old, and at the age of 70, I was on the phone with him, and he started laughing. I said, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "I didn't say anything funny." He says, "Well, you're never funny." He says, "I just thought I'd laugh." And he lived to be 130 years, laughing every day when he got up in the morning.
Best medicine, laughter.
Oh, no.
Oh,
This one hit it. He hit the first part pretty good. The other day they shot this, and they almost took out the booth. It wasn't this shot, it was another shot. They almost took out the booth. I saw this ball coming at me, and I thought it was over. I did. You were here, Mark. You were here when it happened. Well, not here, but you were there. You remember that, right?
I wasn't. I was here.
Man, look at the people on the chat line here. This is awesome. Are you kidding me? Hey, doesn't anybody have any questions? Mark's got a lot of answers.
As long as it's not about artistic Paul.
Yeah, if you
I'll have a
can't
go.
if you can't handle it, just turn it over to the doctor, okay? But here we go. He's going to second attempt. Let's see what happens. Oh no. Boy, you got to be so. Oh man. You know what, though, Mark, if you look at the score, he's only 10 down. He's in this thing fully yet. He only has to make one good shot, and he's right back in it to win it. I've heard that before. Come on, Wayne.
He's just getting too much bounce on the jump shot, isn't he? It's going a little bit crazy, the cue ball.
Well, Mark, what he's doing...
More control.
Yeah, what happens is when he hits the first one, his body is not stabilized yet, and he's not stabilized for the straight shot because he's missing the ball in the corner with the cue ball, so his jump is not accurate because he hasn't set his body yet. It's a pre-shot routine thing. If you watch real close, you've got to shift your body up into the jump position. And the foot moves. See the foot move? See the foot move? Once the foot moves on the back, you're dead in the water on this.
That doesn't count, does it?
Nope. That was the third attempt, too. He's done on that one. Yeah, they're great fellowship. These two guys love each other, man. Look at that. See there? See the little pump there? That little fist bump? See, what happens here? Look at this ball. Oh. Interesting. Well, it wouldn't have made it anyway if he'd have made it because the cue ball went off the table, I believe. He was aiming at me again. You know, he's aiming at the booth.
Yeah, cue ball went off the table.
Yeah, that wouldn't have counted anyway, even though he made the requirements except for the cue ball off the table. It kills the whole, you do all this wonderful shot, and then the cue ball goes off the table. It's like it just doesn't seem right.
Well, I'm going to be meeting up with Wayne in China.
Oh, at Hayball.
Qingdao next month for the Hayball, yeah.
At the Hayball. Oh, man. Are you kidding me, Mark, that it's going to be, is that right, 700,000 first place?
700,000 first prize.
You got to be kidding me. How do they do that? It's amazing.
They've got some very good sponsors, and the company are selling so many Joy tables that...
Wow.
You know, they're having them all around the world, these tournaments now.
Wow. Wow. How's the format in that? Is that a short race, or how do they're playing short race at Hayball?
Well, it's a race to 13, but it's also timed. So whoever's winning after 90 minutes, I think it is, wins.
Oh, watch
the
it,
match.
watch it.
If they're tied, it goes to a shootout.
Did you just see that? Beautiful. Wow. And he used look at there, he's using a USA rack, but he's from South Africa. I know why he's using that. Do you know why?
Because it's not his, maybe?
No. He uses, USA means United States of Africa. That's what he tells us all the time. He's our advisor. What do you laugh at? It's true. That's not funny. That's serious. So here we go. Watch it.
Well, I think it's funny.
Boy, you got really a weird sense of humor. Look at this now. Watch this. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hello. Say goodnight. How did you like that one? Man, they're really
Past the side pocket.
Oh, man, that was awesome. That was awesome. So Wayne, look at Wayne was right up there, and then boom, the gauntlet came back down by Will.
Perfect technique, hand on the thigh.
Oh yeah, that's it. You got it. By the way, did you hear the story? I think it happened here on the stream. Did you see Florian the other day? He's doing the masse. He got his foot stuck in the pocket.
I did. I believe I was commentating with you on it.
Yeah, you were, and he was doing the Mongol masse. He puts his foot intentionally, his toe of his shoe in the pocket to stabilize, and he got it stuck, and he couldn't hardly get it. It's funny, man. We've had some really strange things happen in this movement. You know, this is, you never know really what you're going to see sometimes. It's just phenomenal. And it's a family setting. You know, we play the game. Here's a few sponsors on the board right now. And we had the gold, silver sponsors, and they were just fantastic, this whole thing. Who's those two guys? Look at those two guys over there. Look at here. I bet you they're artistic pool players. Look at them.
Will DeYonker and Wayne Parker.
Yeah. This is about two 10-point shots. Yeah. This is a tough thing to catch up 20 points, but it's fairly early. I think it's not quite midpoint of the match, so they can still, get close. Okay.
Discipline 2, 3C. The
Yeah.
easy button now. This is a great shot.
Yeah. This is no problem for Will. He shoots us all the time. This will be a duck soup. We call this duck soup. Boy,
Those shots that
yeah.
are quite hard to explain. Oh, look. Biltong. Now then. Who
The who?
knows what biltong is?
Oh yeah. Who
Biltong.
said that?
I think it was Caitlin in the chat.
Oh yeah. Who knows what biltong is? There's a good trivia question. We'll wait for somebody to answer, Mark, because I'm sure that somebody will know what biltong is.
Well, I'm going to be the judge because I know. I've had it. I've
Okay.
eaten it.
You're the judge. Isn't it awesome? The best.
Have you eaten biltong?
Yeah, we ate it when we went over there, to South Africa.
Yeah. What about bunny chow? Did you have any bunny chow?
No, we had a turtle stew. That was about all we had. Here it is, so was. Turtle.
And now,
See how smooth? You see this? Look at. That's how it works.
this is the big one.
You see him do it. You see what he did. Look at him. See the smile on his face? I tell you got to try that turtle stew. You got to try that turtle stew. It's delicious. By the way,
Great
Mark,
shot.
I want to tell you something about turtles. You may not know this. You might. Out in Las Vegas, you've been there many times, correct?
Yeah, but I would never, or have I ever, eaten turtle.
No. Okay, you don't have to eat.
They're
This
a
is
protected species, Tom. Come
Well,
on.
let me tell you how protected they are. They built an interstate out by when they built the overpass by the Hoover Dam. They took them 5 years. And the interstate, you may not know, the interstate has there's 2 overpasses that go to nowhere. There's no road or highway going up to the overpass to go over the new highway they built. It's 4-lane highway, but the overpasses exist. And my wife and I are traveling to Vegas every, and we see these overpasses, and there's no road going. It's like, so I asked in Vegas, what are these overpasses? They spent like $1 million on an overpass or whatever, and they said that there's water, and the turtles have to get from one side of the interstate to the other, and they're so slow. They build an overpass for the turtles, 2 of them, so they can go back and forth over the overpass without having to worry about getting crushed.
Wow.
Yeah, that's actually
lovely.
yeah, it's a true story, and the turtles are still they just can't. They thanking everybody for, Now the deer's another issue, because the deer, we had a lady call in out there on a talk show, and the lady says she wanted to form a complaint because, and what is it? We said, well, the deers are getting killed because you put the deer signs in the wrong place. You put them right by the interstate that's where you told her where the deer's to cross, and they would get killed. And she was upset with the people that put the deer signs there.
Because deers can't read, I heard.
Well, she didn't know that. She thought
So
the
they're
deer saw
crossing
the
wrong
sign.
place.
Yeah, what do we got here? That
Okay.
didn't I tell you that was going to be easy?
Easy button. Easy button.
Yeah, they used to have the easy button on the table, and it was great. So where the chalk is, that was the easy button. You get done, you hit the easy button. That was easy.
1, 2, 3, 4 balls. Back round the chalk once again. Make the 4 in the middle.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Oh, he almost stopped.
Are
He's
you
in trouble
kidding
here.
me? Are
He's
you
made
kidding
it.
me? Oh, man. Now that was, he had the Massey the last shot. Did you see it? Let's get it. Watch his last shot. He has to actually elevate and Massey a little bit into that ball because he didn't hit it hard enough. Oh, that was awesome. Recovery. He needed that.
Yeah, I didn't Didn't think he was going to make it, to be
No,
honest.
no, it looked
Cue
like
ball
it-
almost stopped as well.
Watch the last shot. This is, and then, by the way, he miscued on the 6. Watch this. He miscues on the 6. See?
Yes, just
Now,
topped it.
now watch. He has to masse. Look at him. See him masse. Boom! It almost stopped, but he.
Yeah, to masse around the chalk.
It was still moving. This is genius. This was an awesome. That was recovery. That was fantastic.
Will found it funny.
Yeah, look at Will. Oh yeah, Will loves this. Look at him laugh. Is that great or what? These
Great
guys.
characters.
Oh,
Great characters.
That's the movement, Mark. That's what we've got in artistic pool, and there's players all over the world that just love being part of it, and the fans love it. It's great. Wayne, that was brilliant. Look at there, Jenny Parker. It was brilliant. It was brilliant because you had two things: a miscue and a masse to recover that shot. He saved it.
He should get extra points for that.
He will. I'll give him some extra
Wow,
ones.
this looks complicated. This looks very complicated.
Well, this is,
Tom.
you know what, I've seen it shot in this tournament about
It's
10 times.
impossible.
I haven't seen anybody make it yet. He's trying again a 10, and if he makes it, he's going to probably get the points. If he misses it, you got to be careful. You know, you're giving it away sometimes. Let me explain this complicated drawing. The cue ball hits the yellow into the end rail, the head rail up on your diagram there. It says head on it. You hit it in. The one ball takes off and goes around the table 4 cushions, hits the 8-9 combination, and 9 falls in the pocket. But the problem is there's a 5 ball in the way. So when the cue ball hits that yellow, the cue ball hits the end rail in front of the red on this side. It goes around the red and makes the 5, gets out of the way, and then the 9 goes in when it's clear. Can you imagine that?
You guys should see all the hand signals that Tom is doing, pointing at the screen and waving around, and while he's describing the shot.
Yeah, I got it. I was. That's what I was doing. Here, I'll use a pen.
We can't see you, Tom. We can't see you.
Well,
you need one of the telestrators. That's what you need.
Yeah, you got one? I'll do it. You know, let me tell you, you knew Robert Burns, right? You knew he was a great friend of the industry, wrote the books, Pool and Birds and stuff.
I know the poet, Robert Burns.
Well,
From
Robert
Scotland.
Burns. Yeah. Robert was, I was commentating with him one time for 3 cushion billiards, and there was 4 shots. I said, this is what's going to happen. They were all completely incorrect calls on my part before they shot it, because I played 3 cushion, but they shot it completely different. And I told Robert, I said, I'm done. You're finishing this. I'm going to sit here completely quiet. But I was using my hand the same way. And he says, what are you waving your hand? Because nobody could see. That's funny. Oh, well. It's been a great journey. Come on, Wayne. Now, this is
Still a few destinations to visit, Tom.
Yep, I'm looking forward to that. Antarctica. I've been to all the continents except for Antarctica. We get there. I'm going to do a show for the Penguins. They're dressed for the occasion. Here we go. Come on, Wayne. This isn't hard enough just making the 1 and the 3. You got to get the 4 rails on the 1. See it come around? Now, the 1 has to be perfectly banked 4 cushions. That in itself, if it was just that shot, it would be tough. But on top of that, this should be not a 10, it should be a 35.
Yeah, it's not fair that a shot like this should only be 10.
No.
You know, and other shots are worth 10 that have seemed a lot easier than this. I mean, the clue is in the title, The Impossible Shot. Has anyone ever made it?
Yeah, this is. I haven't seen it made yet in the tournament.
Have you made this, Tom? Have you made this shot before?
1937. It was, I had a dream one night. I made it. Woke up and it was a nightmare. No, never made it. Tried it. It's just even Mike Massey. These are great shots. Everybody. I don't think I've ever seen a shot made. To tell you the truth. I don't know what's even doing.
I think we have someone actually making it on our stream last year.
Do you?
I think it was either Tim Chin or Master Lin, I believe.
Might have been Master Lin. He just. But I'm telling you what, this is really probably the hardest shot in the program. And they're working right now. The artistic pool division is working now on some shots in, some shots out on the program, and making it so it's.
Maybe they should.
Yeah,
Maybe they should call it the 1 in a million shot.
Oh, Tim Chin, there it is. What
Tim
is
Chin it was.
Oh, yeah. The 1 in a million shot? Oh, that's a good name for it. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. How's
See,
this?
look at, this is the problem. You make the complicated shot around the ball, but then you got to add another 10 points on top of that in difficulty to make the combination. Hello.
Yes, it's like you're playing 2 shots in one.
That's what
You
you're.
have 20.
Yeah. Look at this. He hits this shot.
Great cue ball.
And the
Great
cue
ball.
and the cue ball has to get out of the way without knocking that combination. No, I thought it was going to be close. Look at here.
So the cue ball did touch the 5. Does
It
that
did.
invalidate the shot?
No,
or
it
is that
doesn't
okay?
invalidate it. No, it's okay. But isn't that is tough? If you ever do a demo of artistic, just put this up. 1 in a million tough. You know,
Maybe
hey,
you should be allowed to have more balls there to make it
yeah,
a bigger target for the
Yeah.
for the one ball.
yeah. It's just too tough a shot, and I think this shot will eventually be removed because if the fans don't ever see it ever made except one time in 32 years, I mean, what's the point? So I got back on the board. We're starting to work on some new things. You know, when I was involved in the days of founding the movement, my wife and I started juniors and amateurs, and then in 2000, the WPA contacted me and said, would you do a thing? And so the artistic pool thing, we had an independent shot selection committee that it worked great. We had 40-shot program. Well, over the years, things have changed, and a lot of these shots came in, and they weren't really analyzed as much as they should have been, but that's being changed because we have a new president, Jason Lynch, of the WPA Artistic Pool Division. For those that may not know what that is, the WPA is the official sanctioning body for pool worldwide in over 130 countries, maybe more now, 6 federations, 6 continental federations, and the WPA Artistic Pool Division is the recognized entity by the WPA for artistic pool worldwide, also artistic blackball, artistic hayball, or anything in artistic. The WPA division has been given the endorsement of the WPA to recognize it, and everything funnels back to them for releases and things like that. So we were honored. We want to thank the WPA for what they've done to give us that opportunity to promote this beautiful genre of the sport to people around the world. We just thank them so much for that. That was in the days when Ian Anderson, now it's Ishan Singh.
I was just going to say, I think you and I should do something very special because today is actually Ishan's birthday. Ishan Singh, it's his birthday today.
I didn't know that.
I think we should sing. We should sing Happy Birthday very quickly. Come on.
Okay, you ready? Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday
to you.
to you.
Happy
Quicker,
birthday,
quicker.
dear,
Happy birthday,
dear
dear
Ishan. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go. How was that?
That's especially for you, President of the WPA.
There you
Happy
go.
birthday.
Best
Ishan.
to you, Ishan. I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
Over to Will DeYonker. Can he make this impossible shot possible?
Oh wait. Oh no. Where'd the one ball go? It disappeared. See the one. How do you control this? Where does the one go? Maybe this is a new shot we should put in the program. What is this? Where did the ball?
The ball in the side.
Is that what he did? Did it go on the side?
He made it in the side pocket. Yeah. Let's have another look at that, Kevin, while he's setting up.
You know what we need to do?
You could never make a ball at that speed into the side pocket. It's impossible.
Well, he did.
Can we have that up again, Kevin?
No, it's not impossible. He made it. It would be impossible. He wouldn't have made it. Now watch this.
Yeah,
he fires it. Watch it. He fires it in.
Watch the 14
Look
ball.
it fires in, and he makes this other 30-point shot over here. Oh man, that's beautiful. He makes it again. Look at this. He may make this.
Look at this. Look at
Oh
this.
man, that was close. Oh, that was so close. He's never in his life. Nobody's ever made this shot ever except for Tim Chen. Watch this. Look at this. He hits it great. He hits it great.
How
And the
well has
cue
he
ball,
hit that ball.
look at this. Oh,
You see, I think don't remove this shot. Make it a little bit easier by putting another 1 or 2 balls there to make the combo. That would be more fair.
more
Then
fair?
might
You
see it
mean
work.
fairer, right? More fair?
Fairer. Yeah, more
Yeah.
fairer.
Fairer. Yeah, I think you're right, Mark. I tell you what,
Ferrero Rocher.
could you submit that recommendation to the artistic pool division, and let's see if we can get some cooperation, okay?
Who do I address it to? Jason
Dr.
Lynch.
No, Dr. Q. I'm
Dr. Q, okay.
basically going to be. I don't playing, so I'm allowed to take shots. They've kind of put me in charge of kind of helping develop the programs. Because look at now he makes it in the other pocket.
Bang.
There's another. Look
He's
at he
made
just.
the ball two pockets.
We could, you know what we could do in the Mark? We could do this. We could put it in the program in a shot. You're allowed to make the one ball or the ball in any pocket or the combination. I mean, it'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just tough, man. I'll tell you, what a tough shot. I don't think there's any tougher than that. You know where that shot came from? Karam.
You probably.
No, it came from Karam.
I did it.
Yeah, Karam, the 3-cushion artistic Karam, you've seen that with the Semi-Segner and all those guys. And, Raymond Stougarts, you ever hear of that name? He was the great artistic champion. Not Raymond Kuhlman's, he was 3-cushion, but Raymond Stougarts was the artistic Karam champion for years. And this artistic pool, when my wife and I designed a lot of this stuff with the committees, it was patterned after artistic Karam, because that was already in existence.
There's he's using the South African rack now, look. Oh, I love this shot.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty.
jump in and out. This is a tough shot.
What's going to happen here? Oh, yeah, I've seen this shot before. Cue ball's going to hit that ball out of the rack. Yeah, I'm learning. The cue ball's going to hit that ball in the rack, out of the rack. This is a kind of an aerial carom shot. This is not a level carom shot. This is a cue ball as it comes up over the rack. It hits the top of that ball in the rack. And the ball in the rack jumps out of the rack and hits this yellow or orange ball in the corner on the D pocket. You can see the D pocket. And then the cue ball, when it hits the top of that yellow, goes in the other corner and makes the red ball. It is a nice shot. This is pretty. Oh, little adjustment to the rack. Here we go. Oh, there's a new one. He hit the rack there, I think. Or did he just jump over the rack? I think he caught the rack. It's kind
Caught the rack and jumped over it.
Yeah, that's a new way to jump over the rack.
Kind of used it as a springboard.
Yeah, springboard, that's it.
Here we go. Come off the 2-ball.
Oh, it's close. Made this one.
Close.
See, here's the problem. He hit that ball great, but how do you carry him with accuracy off the top of that ball in the rack? Because the cue ball has to carry him just right to get down to this 10 ball. And of course, the answer is practice, practice, practice. Perfect practice.
Well, we've got plenty of right answers to our biltong question. Congratulations all to you that said it's South African beef jerky.
Yeah, it's
We'll
great.
accept that.
It's just fantastic.
Oh, he caught the rack again.
Do they win a prize for that, or are we just not
They
giving?
do. They win some biltong.
Oh, I
And
love it.
Wayne Parker will send it to you.
That's right. You give him his address, and he'll even let you pay the shipping and handling charges. It'll be great.
I think they should get a Railbirds TV 2mm gauge.
Well, we talked about that before, and you haven't got it yet. Where's it at? You should have your
It's still printing.
We're having
Take
some supply
3D
chain
printers.
issues.
on a 3D printer. Well, it's going to be a while. Will it be done by Christmas?
It'll be done by a Christmas.
My nephews are big into 3D printing and they're printing all sorts of things. I say, how long is that going to take? And they say, about 3.5 days. I said, right, okay. And how much electric does that use? Just go out and buy one.
You're right.
3 days to
but
print something.
But you got to admit it's pretty cool. It just takes too long. You know?
It is really clever. Yeah, it just takes too long.
Come on, Wayne.
Come on, Wayne.
Oh, look. Oh,
Look at this. Oh.
now that one. See, that one, the 3 wasn't cut right. He made the other one with the carom off the top of the ball. So that time, the ball in the rack didn't make the combo. So this is interesting. There's different ways to miss this, you know. Foremost of which is the ball's not going in the pocket. I think that's my analysis. So, what a joy,
I can
Mark.
see what your dear dad.
Yeah.
I can see what your dear dad said to you when he was about 70. You said he was laughing when you used to call him, and you used to say, "Why are you laughing? Is it because I'm funny?" He used to say, "No, but you are funny without wanting to be funny, Tom.
Really?
You're a funny guy. Yeah,
Well,
you're a funny guy. It comes naturally."
I take that as a compliment. Thank you.
It is a compliment.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh no! Now he makes the other one. Now guess what? Put it together. He made the one. He made the other one. Now put it together. This is it. Come on, Wayne. Make it together. Am I allowed to root for people when you're up there? I guess I'm allowed to root.
You're Tom Rossman. You can do whatever you want. You are Mr. Artistic Paul.
Really? Well, I tell you what. I'm starting to like this guy more and more. You know. We're going to do something, Mark. One of these days, we're going to do something face to face. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'm going to be excited about that.
I'm not going to be laying on any pool tables and you doing trick shots with a lump of chalk in my mouth.
No, I don't. You know what? I gave up doing that because one time did you know Linda Cohen from ESPN? Did you ever know her?
I know the name, yeah.
Let's
have a look at this shot first, Tom.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. No.
Oh, just caught it. Just caught the rack.
So here's the story. Listen, I know you're gonna love this even if you don't think so just now. I'm in Vegas doing a tournament at one of the league organizations, and they invite in Linda Cohen, who is a anchor lady for ESPN events. She was awesome. I don't know if she's still doing it, but the bottom line, they wanted me to shoot a ball on a piece of chalk, off the top of a piece of chalk out of her mouth, which was a famous shot. So she gets on the table, and there's like 1,000 people in the arena. They got the TV lights just flaring in, and I hit the ball, and when I hit the ball, I caught her lip. And she raises up off the table, and she says at maximum voice, "Where did you get this guy at?" And I said, they hired me. I get back down on the table. I'm not done with you yet. And she got back down on the table. I made it on the second attempt. And after that, I don't think she ever did do it. I apologize, but listen, I've learned that it could be dangerous to do it. It looks easy when it's right, but you can wipe out a person pretty easily if you're not careful. So I stopped doing it just from liability reasons.
I have a similar story. Jimmy White actually did it to me at our local club when he came to do an exhibition, and he hit it wrong. He caught my cheekbone, and it really, really hurt. But the funny part of it was they all said, you still turned around to see if you made it and said, "Did he make it? Did he make the pull?"
Yeah.
That was my only concern, not my cheekbone.
Yeah.
So here we go then.
Next, what's the shot? Oh, now this is interesting.
Double jumper.
By the way, you know who invented these type of shots was Florian. Florian was kind of the pioneer of this.
Yeah.
He did the mobile shots. This is a whole genre of the sport. It's a mobile shot where the cue ball is rolling and you think you're done with it, but you're not done with it. You got to hit it again while it's rolling. Try that sometime if you got nothing to do for a couple years. It's really tough. And Florian does a.
They should also have to do a pirouette in between jumps as well, like Florian does.
Well, you know what I would do? Here's my opinion. I think what they should do is when they hit the first one, between that and the second hit, you should turn around and do the hokey pokey. That would be it.
Or the splits. on
Yeah,
the floor.
do something that's artistic. You know, you got to have an artistic body movement or something. And you know, first you got to say a prayer because it's going to take a prayer to do something like that and make the shot. So here we go. Let's watch it.
Especially if you're going to do the splits.
Yeah. So here we go.
Here we go then, the moving double jump.
Yeah, it's great. Oh yes, yes, yes. What a shot! Hey, you know what? He's back in it. Watch this. He's coming back. The cue coach is coming back.
Yeah, Will's going to have to do it from the other side, of course, so he's going to have to reset all the balls up because he's a lefty.
Well, he's amphibious. Yeah. You know, the amphibious situation is pretty much...
Brilliant. Brilliant.
It is brilliant to be amphibious. Can you imagine having webs between your toes just to do the shot? It's phenomenal. Don't make me explain that. Here we go. Watch this. I've seen Will make this many times. If he gets his rhythm going, and let's see that he did. It's, by the way, look at the score here, 53-42. If he don't make it,
it's getting close.
I'm telling you what, I knew this was going to happen. Once Wayne got his rhythm, because he's a focused guy, he's now got a little bit of energy and excitement in his life again. Here we go. What a shot. Did you see that comment? What a shot, of course. No. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Wait. Oh, the cue ball off the table.
Cue ball off the table.
By the blade, I believe, I don't know, I haven't got the book of it, but I believe that would have counted if the cue ball hadn't gone off the table. You just have to make the back ball. That would have been interesting. That's a nuance to the shot. I'm not sure if it allows it.
He hit the first jump a little bit too hard.
Yeah,
he was chasing, running down the table, trying to catch up with the cue ball.
Got to be a marathon runner.
That's better.
See there? Look at him.
Did it stop? Did it stop? No.
How you like it? No, I didn't. I don't.
Very close. Very close to
really?
the cue ball stopping, though.
Well, let's look at that.
Yes, very close.
Are you serious? I don't know. Let's look at that. I don't think that stopped. Are you serious?
No, I said it got close to stopping.
Oh, it didn't stop.
I didn't say it stopped.
Oh, close.
No,
close.
I don't. It was very, very close to stopping.
Oh, that was close. It was just on its last revolution. Oh, that was close. That would have been a no count. I'd have had to go out into the arena, and that embarrasses me, you know, to have to tell somebody something like that. And I'm not even a referee. But what's right is right, you know. So these players would catch it themselves. Will would have called it on himself, too. That's the thing.
Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah, these guys are such sportsmen. You know, we have a sportsmanship award, and these people are all just as clean as could be when it comes to this with the shots. I mean, you're going to live with that, you know. You don't want to win that bad.
Here's another one of my favourites coming up.
Yep. Crowd pleaser shot. We got the balls on the rail. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls against the cue ball. That's 5 times 6 ounces each. That's 30 ounces against the 6-ounce cue ball. So there's a resistance of the cue ball. It kind of holds it. You make those 5 balls on the rail, past the left side of the rack in the corner. They all got to go in. Cue ball jumps over the other roll balls without hitting them, and then comes back into the side rail, 2 rails, into the cue, and down the side row into the side pocket to that ball. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, and don't forget, like Brian Pauly did once, to put the ball over the side pocket.
Oh,
he
man,
said he
that's
played it once.
Oh, that's
got it
embarrassing.
perfect and didn't put the ball over the pocket.
Listen. I've seen like the showing off shot. People forget the kicker ball, and that's embarrassing, I'll tell you. Yeah, well, I tell you what, he only did it one time in his life, because every other time, I guarantee, he knew it was there. He made sure it was there.
Oh, yes.
You only have to do that once. Here we go. Now, you don't have to hit this as hard as you think. It's kind of a little punch. And while he's putting it inside, low left English, watch what happens. All right, now it comes back. Watch it come back. See it come back?
Oh, wow.
Did you see it? See it come back?
Oh, my God.
Any
I've
questions?
never seen
Oh, no.
it like that before.
Oh, no, and he missed the 8. You never saw it before? Well, no, you've seen it just now.
Never seen the... No, I mean the ball jumped so high and then grip the cloth when it's coming down.
Yeah, watch this.
I've never seen it go that high before.
Well, you know, yeah, you know, look at this thing. I never seen it go that far down. Look at this. Now watch
almost,
it.
It's like it was almost like a bowling ball, you know, going to right of the edge of the lane and then spinning the ball back in to make the strike.
Who's the camera guy? That was great footage, wasn't it? Did you see that great footage?
Yeah, that's Shari Ross, Kevin's wife.
Oh man, that was fantastic. You're right, though.
That was brilliant.
I mean, it went all the way to the 8 ball before it came back.
Yeah.
Look at this again. Look at this again. That's better.
Oh, this is one talented guy.
Oh, no, don't
this
come
is
out.
One talented guy right here.
Oh, he hit it again. That's 2 times he's hit the 8 without making the 8.
You are kidding me.
Oh, my goodness. The crowd's going wild in here. It's interesting. This will move the crowd. Wayne said he's never seen a crowd get moved like this before. Look at this. This is awesome.
Look at this. That's unbelievable. What a talent this guy is.
Yeah, it's great. Look at this. It's slowing down, and it just hits it without knocking it in. Oh. My. You know what? That's just sad. Come on, will you?
But this is great TV, even if he's not making it. It's great TV.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
This is better. This is better. Come.
Here
Oh, no, it hit the other side.
He's missed the cue.
Oh, no. Guess what? Guess who's shooting it now and can go ahead in the match, can he? No, it's 61-42.
Yeah, 61. He'll get back within 10 points, though.
Oh, yeah, he'll get back within 10 points. That's right.
Yeah, they need to update their score, don't they?
Yeah. By the way, I've watched.
Crowd.
Wayne has been. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Done.
Doctor's orders.
That's right, man. Don't get the doctor. I'll give you a prescription you'll never forget. I just love the fans. I love the players. You know, every shot they shoot, Mark, it's like I'm shooting it with them because this has been such a journey. This artistic pool has just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like mushroomed and enhanced, and now with the artistic hay ball is going to eventually happen, and artistic black ball. We had a pilot program in South Africa. And by the way, Wayne won. I'll tell you this. Wayne won the artistic black ball championships. It was an unofficial. We wanted to do a pilot program. He wins it with 30 players in the tournament, and he gives his trophy and his medal to a girl in a wheelchair.
Oh. I can't wait to meet this guy.
Yeah, it's great.
Come on, Wayne.
Now, Wayne's been struggling with this shot. He come up to me and asked me for some help on this earlier. The problem with the shot is you've got to keep your tip on the cue ball, because as soon as you hit that resistance of 30 ounces, it pushes the cue ball back a little and it goes into the tip, and the tip slides off the ball. If you don't stay through the shot, you're never going to get over those balls. It's hard to keep a cue ball straight through that energy.
So even though they were all resulted in misses, I tell you, my favourite shots in this year's Artistic Pool Championships up to now were those 4 misses by Will DeYonker, the 2 where he almost made the ball, and then twice when he almost made the ball again.
Yeah,
I forget what shot it was. It was the
4 rows around the table and the 2
afterthought.
balls. Yeah, the
afterthought and that one. Yeah. And that one there. I mean, he's hit the balls twice.
Yeah,
in both shots and almost made them. Brilliant.
Yeah.
What a talent.
Great talent. Come on, Wayne.
Remember what the doctor said.
No,
the tip.
see, the tips, the cues, you can see this
No,
cue.
it's just-
If you watch, I don't know if we have a where we can see that, but if you watch his cue, you'll see the cue as soon as he hits the cue, it slides, it kind of goes off in the air to the right. And so it doesn't stay on the cue ball, so you're not going to get the jump. You have to have the resistance kind of pushing it up in the air.
Yeah, you're not getting enough purchase on the cue ball.
Here,
are
now
you?
watch his cue, what happens here.
We're waiting.
See it go to the right? The cue went to the right a little bit. So
Yeah.
you're losing your energy. There's no way to get it up in the air. Another thing I want to show you. You see the bridge he's using on this shot? He's using, I believe, an open bridge. It's almost
Yeah,
impossible.
he does that a lot of his
No.
shots. Brian
Well,
Pauly says on occasions.
Because he plays blackball, and snooker, and they use open bridges. So the problem is here. This has to have basically a closed bridge to hold the cue stick on the cue ball. It's going to get away from you. It moves a little bit on the top of your open bridge. They're not used to these kind of shots because the energy resistance. I think he's using the open bridge here again. He did switch the shaft, I think. Maybe he's using a different tip. I think he just switched something. Maybe it was a chalk. I don't know. Watch it. If he uses, maybe he'll use a closed bridge this time. Yeah. Well, it'll work. Hold it tight. It's tricky. Yeah, he doesn't know. Now, see, he's between a rock and a hard spot. He doesn't know which tip to use. You don't want too soft. It won't pop off it. You don't want it too hard because then it kind of does a funny little torque when it hits those 5 balls. Oh, look at this. He got it back. Look at this. He got it back. He got it back. Oh, he got it back and he made it. Yes. Look at this. Wow, that was awesome. Now there's a shot.
Well,
Let's watch this.
That's the shot of the tournament for
Yes,
me.
it is.
Exactly.
Watch this. Let's
and the
see that
reason
one.
why.
Go ahead, Mark. Let us have it, buddy. Look at this. Watch the cue
Because
ball.
he missed it so.
Now watch. Here it comes. Look at the spin on the cue ball. Boom, 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 boom. How do you like it? Yeah, that was the third attempt. And then right before he changed his thought process, it was awesome. Oh man, couldn't even decide which cue to use. Look at him. Look at this.
The reason that.
Is he excited or what? Did he get excited?
Tom, let me get a word in edgeways. Just a second. I've got something very important to tell you.
What, you want to be excused or what? Go ahead.
Please, sir, can I use the restroom?
Yes. 2 fingers, please.
No, look, all jokes aside, that was such a great shot for me because he'd failed so badly on the previous 2.
Yeah.
He was so nervous. He didn't feel comfortable with the shot at all, changing the shafts, and then to come back and play that shot absolutely perfectly shows such character. Brilliant shot. Well done, Wayne.
Look at the little things. The hands are going wild. Amazing. Annie. There's Annie. Is that our Annie?
That is our Annie Zurikova. Anna Zurikova from Slovakia.
Oh, she's
gonna
on.
be competing next year.
Oh, man. She's getting good right now because she's taking notes. I bet she's taking notes, you think? What is this?
Well, she definitely is, Tom. She's in love with this sport.
Welcome to everybody.
It's growing on me as well.
Great. Welcome to Annie and everybody else that's tuned in here. By the way, man, it's growing now. Look at here, this shot. I haven't seen anybody shoot it in a tournament yet. First time. This is a shot nobody ever shoots. There's 2 ways to make this shot, okay? It's called player's option. It's called the corner stuffing. What happens is, it's very interesting. You've got 4 balls here over by the side pocket, E. Cue ball hits the first one. The red goes cross corner in front of the purple ball. the A2 ball, the yellow goes in after that, and the ball that the yellow ball hits goes across to the side. That's one option. The other option is the cue ball draws back and makes the ball in the corner. So there's a couple of options in order to how to score this. This is the only shot we have where there's, I believe, a player's option on it. You can make it two different ways.
I'm not sure I've seen this one before, actually.
No, it hasn't been shot. We've got all. I've been watching almost every. It hasn't been shot in the competition. I don't think it's in the program. But players, when they have an option like that, they'd rather just say, "This is the way it is. Let's practice it." So when you get an option, and you miss it, you're thinking, "I should use the other option." See, so, I picked the wrong one. So it's a little bit of a trick on the brain. So here we go. Watch, this is cue. These three balls, you would never think they would go all in that corner pocket. He's going to hit that first ball, and it's going to go around. I mean, this is great. Look at, he's going to hit that. And that A3, see that red ball there, A3 in the diagram? It's going to go around the other two balls first. It banks real quick. Then the purple, then the red, the yellow, and then the cue ball does its thing. What a shot this is. That, I don't believe, that's not that wasn't a ball where the cue in front of the cue ball. That was simply telling you where the cue ball can go. It can go to the side or it can go to the corner. Either you follow it or whether you draw it.
Certainly looks one of the more complicated shots.
It is. Yeah, if you don't have the two balls over here by the long rail, you can make this shot about 80% of the time for these players. But when you add these balls by the sides, these corner pockets and whatever. Now what's he got? Oh, so he picked the option. He see the ball in the corner. He picked the option with the ball in the corner. Some put the ball on the side. This is the one he likes because he loves draw shots usually. He's measuring. Now I haven't explained this yet, Mark, but you notice he put the 8 ball there with the cue ball. They use 2 fingers, sometimes 3 fingers. They'll use half piece of chalk. He's using a ball to measure an exact placement. So the only thing you got to adjust then is your spin and your angle. This is the key. You must remove some of the variables and limit it to either speed or angle or something, but don't mess up your setup too much on a shot like this. So here we go. Let's see what happens here. He's going to try to draw that back. Oh, it's a good angle here. Watch this. Wow. Okay, he got the draw. Did you see that nice little draw on the 3? Well, it's actually a double carom. He's not really, he's got some draw, but most of it's a double carom. The tangent lines are set up to go to the 3 automatically. And he puts a little bit of draw on it to get it back to help it out. The problem is not that, it's the balls that go in this corner of the 3 balls. I mean, you're making 3 balls in the same pocket, and you got to have perfect speed, perfect angle on those. Because they're together, they're locked together here. Yeah, he's looking at it. It's tricky. You got all kinds of throw going on here, the inducement on the balls, and the ceiling's too high, and things like that.
Yeah, this is one of those shots that takes quite a lot of setting up as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though there's only 3 main balls that you're talking about, but they have to be so perfect, don't they, Tom?
Yeah, you got to be. Even if you're just shooting that by itself, they got to be perfect. See, he's got to think about. Imagine this. He's got to think about each of the 3 balls and what they're doing, and how do you really adjust for that? And then on top of that, after he gets it set up, he's got to think, well, do I hit speed 10% less, 20% more? And do I cut it maybe another 2 millimeters? I mean, it's amazing the things that go on inside for the adjustments. Boy, I'd like to see those 3 balls go in there. The one will go first here, and then.
Well, at least if he only has to judge the 2 millimeter draw part, at least we've got a tool for that, haven't we?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, look at. Oh man, that was pretty close. See, that's just the hard part. Making those 3 balls in there, really tough. But you know what they say is, when the tough get going, you know what they say, right?
When the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
That's what
Billie
I meant.
Ocean, wasn't it?
I think that's correct. I defer to your better
Don't
judgment.
ask me to sing that one.
Yeah, I'll defer.
Don't ask me to sing that one, though.
So, Mark, what do you like the artistic pool quite a bit? I mean, it sounds like you're really enjoying this stuff.
I am. I mean, I've always loved it. It was one of the first reasons I fell in love with Q Sports. Mike Massey, of course, when I was young, he was the main man.
Right, he was.
And when I was asked to commentate on it, I didn't really know too much about it, didn't know any of the shots, but this is my third outing now for this tournament, and I really am getting into it, and I've done some research, and yeah, I genuinely love it. I love all Q Sports, but
Good.
this is the most entertaining.
Yeah, of course. That's great. Well, I'm glad you're part of it, Mark. Thank you. Oh,
Thanks
man.
for the invite,
It's
Tom.
just, look at that. Yeah. I think you have the potential, Mark, of joining us on the table. I think you could become a really refined master at artistic pool. Just, give us a couple decades. Give us a couple decades, and man, you'll be well tuned. That was no disrespect, by the way. I know you're kind of more into snooker.
No,
right?
I know. Listen, Tom. I'm always up for a joke. No worries about that. And
was that a joke?
You're likely to live. You're likely to live a lot older than I am. That's for sure. It's in your genes, isn't it? 100 your dad lived to. You said.
You know what? Somebody said one time it was in my genes. It says yes, Levi's. You're liking them, aren't you? Huh?
I'm loving it.
Yeah. Let me tell you another story real quick. Well, let's do the shot first. William's going to shoot it, right? Let's find what happens there. Same ball in the corner. He's shooting it from the other side of the table because this is probably a left-handed table. Joke. And I need to say joke because some people think tables are left and right-handed. So watch this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, man. By the way. By the way, did you see the speed he hit it at? He barely hit it.
Let's see that again, please, Kevin.
Watch the speed.
So close.
He didn't hardly hit the shot. It was like a little punch. That's the secret.
It was the timing, wasn't it?
And the
timing
speed.
through the cue ball. Beautiful.
Look at these balls. Look at them. Isn't that great?
Unbelievable. Look
man.
at that. Oh.
Man, William, that was really good.
Perhaps he's using a right-handed cue.
Yeah, he uses both. He uses left and right-handed cue sticks. But I'm trying to sell him a lag cue. We have these lag cues that you can get. Some hit them harder than others, and if we can get the lag market worked out, we're going to have a heck of a product here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, you need one that's the perfect weight, don't you?
Yeah, perfect weight. Yeah, here we go. Oh, no way.
Oh, movement of the head. There's nothing more annoying, is there, than setting it all up and
terrible.
then miscuing.
No, I know. You know, that guy one time, I miscued playing this guy, and he says, I hate a miscue. And I said, could you spell that, please? And he goes, M-I-S-C-U-E. I said, that's good because my wife's name is Miscue. But she spells it M-S-C-U-E, so he was safe. I didn't want him to be mad at my wife, you know. Yeah, what a great art form on the table these players have a chance to participate in, and the people can watch. Here we go, watch this. Oh no.
Nowhere near that time, unfortunately. A little bit of a snatch. Lost the stroke.
Okay now, Mark, here we go. You ready? I'm going to explain the table. Of course, Statewide Billiards furnished the tables. We thank so much for that provision. But here's the thing about artistic pool that here's how we look at it. We have a table, which is the palette of an artist. We have the balls, which are the colors of the rainbow. So we have the paints. We have the different paint colors. And we have our cue stick, which is the brush. So we have artistic players painting pictures on a pallet with basically their paintbrush. So that's how we look at it. That's why it's kind of what we refer to as artistic pool, aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
Beautifully put.
Yeah, it's lovely. The only problem we have is that if you look...
That should be your motto, Tom.
It is my motto. And by the way, if you look at the balls, the only issue we have is that if you look at the soles and the stripes are just a little bit bigger because of that stripe on there. If we could get them the same size as the solids, it'd be great. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Actually, they're all solid. Even the stripes are solid. So, you can take anything you want then.
But how, with the balls from number 10 upwards to 15, how do they not weigh more with more numbers on them?
That's true. Well, it's a special gift that the manufacturers have, Aramuth. They've got this way of doing stuff that's just, they're one of our sponsors too. They've supported Artistic Pool since the first event in 2000. They've been a staunch supporter. So thanks to Aramuth, Saluk, and thanks to Ivan Simonis for the cloths and things and what these sponsors are giving, and they've helped our movement immensely. Okay, everybody knows this shot probably was, just call it out, it's called the Machine Gun Massey. He's going to hit all those balls. Actually, I found out you don't have to hit any of them. Make the 8 inside. How do you like it? Do you see how nice it worked? Look at him. Look at him. Oh, William. What a gem. This guy's a gem. It's over?
Where were the sound effects? Where were the sound effects?
I believe that's the match, Mark. Because they gave each other a hug. I believe it's over. William DeYonker is going to go to the finals. What do you think of that?
I think after a 5-year layoff, it's incredible achievement to come back and reach the final.
Mark,
well done. And, what a great tournament as well for Wayne Parker.
Yes.
And he'll be going on to China, and I'm going to see you there, mate. Thank you so much. We're going to see you for the second semi-final.
Yeah, Mark, I won't be in. Brian, I think, is covering that, and Jason's going to cover the final. So it's been a joy to be with you, my friend. I hope to see you in around the corner someplace.
Yes, Will DeYonker will be moving into the finals.
See you on the other side.
You bet, buddy.
We'll be facing the winner of Florian Kohler and Steve Markle, and that's going to be coming up next at 4 o'clock. The second semifinals will be coming up at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. That's about an hour and 13 minutes from now. So hope you guys will be tuning in for that. It's going to be a great match. These next matches are all going to be out of this world. You definitely will not want to miss it. Anyway, I am Kevin Ross, along with Tom Rossman and Mark White. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the next one. See you guys.